I All right. I think this is working. I think I'm live in the group. I think I've got everything going. Today we are going to be talking about analytics and what you should be tracking in your business. So, welcome, Passion Profit CEOs. Let's do this. I am going to share my screen and show you guys just a little spreadsheet that I made up to help track the important things in your business. Okay, so give me just a second and I am going to screen share this. All right, guys, hopefully you can see this. What do we got going here? Okay. Hopefully you can see this. This is obviously, we're testing this while doing this. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. If you can, let me know in the comments. Let me see if I can even access the comments. Okay. Hopefully this is working. Okay. Okay, what is this doing? I definitely was not there. That's not what I needed. There we go. But that's not on that screen. Hopefully this is working right, because lots of things are popping up everywhere. Okay, let me try this one more time just to make sure I'm on the right thing. Okay, that's better. All right, now I can see that it's sharing it. All right. So when it comes to tracking analytics in your business, there are some key things that you definitely need to be tracking in your business so that you can see that your business is indeed growing, right? Because if we don't record any analytics, then it's hard for us to know for sure that our business is growing and that what we are doing is working, right? So there's two very important things that we definitely need to track. And so that first one is our audience, right? The first thing in your business, that first step that you want people to take is to become a part of your audience, because when they're a part of your audience, then that's that place where they can get to know, like, and trust you, right? And that's how they stay informed of what you have to offer them. And so that is that first analytic that you definitely want to be tracking. So it is your audience, okay? So every month of the year, definitely want to be tracking your audience. And it goes back to, I get asked all the time, like, how long do we implement a strategy before we switch it up to something else? You guys, quarterly, give it at least 90 days to start working and start watching those conversions over that period of 30 days, then the next 30 days, and the next 30 days. And once you've got that 90-day period, right, that whole quarter, then you can really look and be able to tell and see what's happening between the numbers in the analytics and see if it is starting to go up and if there is growth there, right? So first and foremost, track your audience. Where most of you guys, like, this is one of those things in the audits that I do. You don't even know where your audience is. That one place that you're housing your audience. Where are you sending every single person that you interact with to, so that they are all in one house, okay? One house to have that audience, okay? Figure out that in your business, okay? And then start tracking it and how many people you got there. So of course, here I've got group or email subscribers, right? Those are the two key virtual audiences that you have for your business. So pick one, right? This could also be, a certain it could be your personal profile. It could be your Facebook business profile. It depends on you and your business and what strategies you are implementing, but you need to have an audience somewhere that you're housing of all your people together so that you know exactly where to go, you know who is in your audience and who you can contact, right? That becomes the starting point of your client pathway. So the next thing that you want to track is sales, right? because your goal as a business owner is to create sales because that's what makes you money. So that second key thing that you need to be tracking is your sales, right? And you want to do this per product, per offer, so that you can see individually what offers are converting the most, right? Where's all your money coming from, right? And so per product, and track your analytics per product. Next, of course, leads, okay? And I put or sales page views on your website, because most of us, because we are virtual entrepreneurs, we have a website and all of our stuff goes to our website, right? And if somebody's going to purchase from us, especially if we have automated sales, they're going to our web page, to that sales page. So we need to keep up with how many people are actually viewing that, right? And this is where the Google Analytics and the Monster Insights and stuff like that on your website are important, so that you can see per page on your website how many people are visiting that page and in what time frame, right? Because when you go to do campaigns and you're literally promoting that one kind of offer during this certain period of time, you need to be able to know how many leads are going to that sales page. So then you can get your conversion rates, right? Which is the next thing you need to be tracking. How many leads do you have going there? You take your leads, okay, or your viewers, and you're going to divide that by the number of sales that you got per that marketing campaign. And then you're going to multiply that by 100 to get the percentage of your conversions, right? So if you have, like, I don't know, I can't do math in my head, you guys, I have to have a calculator. But if you have 100 people go to the sales page and only 20 of those convert, that is a 20% conversion rate, right? And you want to keep track of that to know what your conversion rate is for your sales. Again, this may not look like website views. This might be discovery calls in your business. You might have 100 people schedule. Oh gosh, that would be a lot of discovery calls, you guys. Wow. 100 people to schedule a discovery call, but only, 20 of those people to convert into clients. And then you would still have that 20% conversion rate. But you need to know, this is why it's important to know what your conversion system is in your business, which is what I help you to do when you work with me. We get your whole 6-figure conversion system into place, awareness, nurturing, sales, all of those things, and get that system in place so that way you know and can track all of these things, knowing what specific strategy you're using where in all of these, so that you can track the numbers on all of these things. Okay. So the next thing that you want to track in your business, okay, this is where bookkeeping comes in, right? Not only do we want to keep up with the sales per product, but we need to know our gross profit. How much did we make for that whole entire month for every product we have, right? Or every offer we have. Let alone that, we need to know how much money our business is putting out. How much are we spending in expenses, right? Because not only do we have money coming in, but we have money going out, right? So then we can create our net profit. For those of you who don't know, like, net profit is literally our actual profits for our company. And this, out of our net profits, is how we understand and know how much we can pay ourselves, right? Because you first have to have money coming in, you have to understand how much money is going out, and then you have to be able to calculate what that net profit is so that you know how much you can even pay yourself, right? To know how much profit is actually within your company, right? We're passion profit CEOs. And if we're going to be making a profit, again, this goes with being wise about what our expenses are, right? Something I care deeply about. Like, we want to keep those expenses as low as possible so that we can make more money, right? But we don't want to, again, our sanity comes with that. And so if we can find something that's easier, obviously we want to invest a little bit more money to make things easier, because sanity is an important part of business too. So again, it's just those wise decision-making choices of, okay, What are we actually going to spend our money on to grow our business? What is that most efficient, wise investment for our business? Okay. So track those three things when it comes to money in your business. Have a good bookkeeping software to keep up with that. But let alone that, you want to track it on your tracker so that you can see from year to year without having to pull a report every single time. You want to track it on here continuously so that you can see it over time, not only just month to month. This is more like also year, okay, year to year. You'll want to track these things and keep them close together so that you can see how your business is growing from year to year as well, not just month to month. The next thing you want to track is your marketing costs per campaign, right? We have expenses here, but you also want to know just specifically your marketing costs per campaign. So for example, if I am launching Passion Profit Accelerator, my 3-month program, right, to help you accelerate your profits, and you're going to be working with me one-to-one, if I launch a campaign for that, so let's say I run ads, okay, to that specific offer, I would want to note how much money I'm spending on those ads for that launch. Okay. So that way I can then get that client acquisition and understand how much money I am spending per client. Okay. So that also goes into, okay, so you're going to get the number of sales per product. So I'd get the number of sales that I had for Passion Profit Accelerator in January. I would then divide that by how much I spent on that specific marketing campaign. So that ad that went to that sales page, okay? And once I divided that, I would have how much it would cost per each client that I enrolled, okay? Does that make sense, you guys? And then something else I want to track is average follow-up conversion rate, okay? This is how many times I have to connect with that person before they convert, right? What is your average follow-up conversion rate? Many of you use the client pathway that I like to use. So we're not just sending them here to the sales page with our campaigns. We're actually following up with them, getting to know them, and building those relationships with those people and supporting them through their journey, right? Within our business. So we're going to follow up with them, which is why we have that client pathway, and we keep this in our CRM and keep up with our clients, right? On the customer journey. They're not even a client yet, but they're on our client pathway, right? This is where baseball comes in. If you've watched the 6-figure home run conversion system, I teach you baseball in your business, and you have to create that pathway for them to run the bases so that you can have fully loaded bases and you can have home runs within your business. And so that helps you to understand when you're tracking what base everybody's on and who you need to talk to and when you need to talk to them, right? In your CRM, this allows you to track this, because you can literally go into your leads that have expressed interest for XYZ product, right? They're interested in Passion Profit Accelerator, but they're not ready to enroll because of XYZ, right? Follow back up at the first of the year or whatever, right? So I would then follow back up with them. How many follow-ups is it taking you to convert them into what they expressed interest in, right? You want to keep up with those things, and this number should go down across the board. You should be working in your conversion system, okay? This can be messaging, it can be different things, right? Working on your offer to help create more clarity around your offer, different things, the messaging to help you create more conversions, right? And so over time, the average follow-up conversion rate should be going down in your business, meaning that it takes you less follow-ups to get them converted into a client. Okay. So some other just random analytics that you might want to track in your business just to keep up with things. So that way you can, again, over time, see that your business is growing. Website views, right? If you have a website, you want to keep up with the overall website views. Is that growing? Is the marketing that you're doing anywhere and everywhere, right? with all the strategies that you're implementing, is your website views growing? Are more and more people visiting your website, right? And again, this helps us to understand what pages the messaging is good on our websites and which ones it's not, right? Or what buttons may be broken or whatever if people aren't going from one step to the next, right? Again, your funnel. Social media, okay? So again, it depends on you and the strategies that you're using. You may use social media, you may not use social media. Like, again, right? Each individual business is completely different, but social media might be something that you want to be tracking on your tracker, right? Where are you showing up? Are you on your personal profile? Are you on a business page? Are you in a group? In combination with wherever your audience is, what does that look like? What are the numbers there? Again, we don't want to get stuck on what do they call it? They call it something. It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of what it's called. They call it something metrics, vanity metrics. There we go. We don't want to get hung up on vanity metrics because these things don't 100% matter. These things up here are what actually matters. But again, if you get in a slump over here and business just goes way down, you can come back to this analytics tracker and be like, oh, well, my website views are going up. My social media followers are going up. Like, I'm definitely doing something to grow my business. And it helps you to remember that you're doing the darn thing, right? But it also helps you to see where the funnel is broken. Again, the strategies that you're using, it helps you to do those audits on your business to see what is working and what's not working, right? So that way you're not wasting your time showing up somewhere where something's not working. Again, you should be auditing your business quarterly, right? To figure out what you're going to do per that next quarter, right? I've told you guys over and over again, like, business is nothing but the scientific method. You look at it as a whole, you create your business plan, things come up, the seasons change, right? We have to reassess our alignment within our business and our offers. And if we still want to offer those things and stay in complete alignment with ourselves, right? And our business plan put together, we have to assess what's going on in our life because our life affects our business, right? If we've got a bunch of stuff going on in our life and we can't work our business much, we may need to automate more things out or do something different, right? So again, this is why planning is so important in your business. And successful people don't do it by mistake, okay? They are actually doing the work and they are gearing up and they are planning things out and they're assessing things and they're doing the scientific method. They're observing what's going on, learning the lessons, looking at what's not working, and they're moving forward from there, okay? So, website, social media, and any other analytics that you feel are important and necessary for your business is what you need to be tracking, right? This changes per each individual business, you guys, because we all have different strategies that we're implementing. We have different industries that we're working for, so some of this might not matter as much, right? So we have to assess this per ourselves in our own business to know what is actually best, right? And so we have to, again, make those wise decisions on what actually shows us that our business is indeed growing, right? And that we're doing and focusing on the money-making activities that are actually going to generate us those conversions and help us to create more sales and more profits, and looking at our expenses, because again, that affects our business, right? And so out of all of that, I would say these are the most important analytics that you need to be tracking in your business. Of course, there are others that you can always go and look at or go even more in detail, right? You can narrow this down even more from months to actually even weeks, right? So that you have even more data to look at to see what's happening, right? But all in all, these things are the important things. For sure, your audience growth, right? because that's the thing that I see people, especially new businesses, struggling with when I audit their businesses. They don't have a real audience anywhere. So it's hard to know if strangers are even coming into contact with their business, right? So you want to keep up with your audience because new eyes need to be coming on your business every single day, right? And then you also need to be tracking your sales so that you can understand your conversions and what's actually happening in your business. Okay. And then all the rest of it's there. Okay. If you have questions about this, let me know. If you want a copy of this spreadsheet, let me know. I have it for sale in the business training suite, right? It's $4 product. If you want a copy of this so that you don't have to do anything, I'm actually going to get the totals and everything over here. So it totals it for you. So it'll have the formulas and everything set up for you. But if you're wanting this spreadsheet so that you don't have to create all of this and you just want it done for you, let me know. I'll get you a copy of it. But this analytics are important for your business, you guys. If you don't know your business is growing, it's hard to feel confident and to continue with the actions if you feel like nothing's working, right? And so you need to physically be able to see what's working and what's not. And when you actually track your analytics, that's how you're going to know. That's how you're going to know with certainty what is working and what's not. All right, guys. So if you have questions, let me know. Reach out via message. I'm going to go check and make sure that this thing worked and it did stream into the group like it was supposed to. But if you guys have any questions, please, by all means, reach out. Let me know. Drop them in the comments. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. Have a great day.